Quiz 3, problem 7 says to use polynomial long division to write this as a polynomial with remainder. So we're going to use our algorithm where the numerator goes under here, 5x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x plus 2. We're dividing that by 3x minus 1. So we are asking ourselves, what number do I need to put here? In other words, what number do I need to multiply this thing by in order to get 15x? So I ask myself, what times 3 is 15? Well, that's 5. So 5 times 3 is 15. And what number times x is x to the 4th? Well, that would be x cubed. So I'm just now going to check that when I multiply 3, we get 15. X to the 3rd and one more x makes a total of 4 x's. So that's what I'm putting there. Now that's times -1, so it's just minus 5x cubed. I take that and subtract it all off. This comes out to 0 as we know it should. And what's really nice about this one is -5x to the 3rd minus a -5x to the 3rd is indeed 0. So nice, we don't have to worry about the cube terms anymore. It's gone. So everything else just drops down and we get 3x squared minus 4x plus 2. Now I ask myself, what number do I need to multiply this by to turn it into that thing? The 3 is good to go. And so we only need to pick up one extra x. So I'm going to say plus x should do it. The 1 times the 3 gives me a 3. The x times the x gives me an x squared. That is what I was looking for. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and plug along. Now, the x gets multiplied here with the -1, and we get a minus x. Subtracting those guys off. The 3x squared is gone, like it should. The minus 4x minus a minus x is the same thing as minus 4x plus x. In other words, minus 3x's. The 2 drops down. Now I ask myself, okay, what number do I need to multiply this by to turn it into a minus 3x? Well, we don't need it. The 3 is what we want. The x is what we want. We just want it to be negative. So how about a -1? Let's check and see. -1 jumps down, hits the 3x, and we do indeed get a -3x. So that looks good. So now the -1 hits the -1, it gives me a +1. I take that entire thing and subtract it off. The -3x's are gone as they should be. The +2 minus a +1 gives me a 1. And now my algorithm terminates because we have an x to the first term here. And now we are 1 less than that. We can't go any further. So that is my remainder. 1 is my remainder. Okay. Now, how do we write all this down? We're going to say this is equal to this thing that we got, 5x cubed plus x minus 1, and then plus the remainder. Remember, we got to do plus whatever the remainder is divided by whatever is in the denominator here. And so we have the 3x minus 1 in the denominator. In the numerator, it's that number right there. Happens to be a +1, so it looks nice. But if it were a -7/3, I would just right here in the numerator write -7/3 over 3x minus 1. And that would be how that guy would end. In this case, it's nice and neat. It's just 1 over that. And there's the answer right there. That is a polynomial with remainder. And it is equal to the original.